Welcome to Brunswick Biz on ATMC TV Channel 3. I'm your host, Kat Newton. We're traveling through Brunswick County, visiting various businesses, meeting with their owners, and finding out what their business is all about. On today's show, we visit Lori's Golf Shop, Waterway Cove, Mama Bravas, and CuriosiTees. Follow us as we connect Brunswick County one business at a time. For all you golfers out there, we're at one of the best places to shop for your golf gear. We're here at Lori's Golf Shop in Calabash. There are people who come from hours away just to get in here and shop around. So, Lori, thank you so much for letting us come in and look through your store.
Well, thank you, Kat. I appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, give us a little background. I know y'all started in 2003. Can you tell us how you got started and what you guys have grown to today?
Sure. We started in Ocean Isle Beach. We were a 500 square foot store. It was ladies only at the time. And through the years, we've been able to grow. And right now, we are 4,000 square feet for women, 1,000 square feet for men. And we actually have an online store that we ship out, worldwide, not only, continental U.S., but also overseas.
Now, y'all obviously have grown so much since the beginning, and you obviously run a very successful business. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do to keep the business going and keeping it so successful?
Sure. Obviously, as the store has grown, there's been a lot more demands for me personally as well as the staff. So through the years, I've been able to hire some additional people for the staff, like 2 additional instructors. So I teach myself. So each day I go out on the range. I'll have my individual lessons. My 2 other instructors, Joan and Gary, will also be out there teaching. We have instructional programs as well as clinics and such for the golfers in the neighborhood. As far as the store goes, because it is so big in size, I do have to order quite often. Mm-hmm. So through the course of the year, I have spring orders as well as fall orders. So right now we're coming into the springtime, mm-hmm. where those orders had to be booked, 4 or 5 months ago. So at every point in time throughout the year, I'm trying to think of what we need in the future. We also have a club repair person, Gary, as well. He teaches as well as does club repair. Mm-hmm. So every day we're open for people to come in, shop around, get their clubs re-gripped, get their clubs built. We do custom club fitting. The staff for the online store is extremely busy. As mentioned, we're shipping worldwide now, so each day they have to take orders and basically ship them out on a timely basis. And I have to oversee the majority of the operations. Jeff Stevens, he runs our men's store, so he sort of takes that. I don't have to handle that too much, but I do have to every day kind of make sure everything's running smoothly, make sure our customers are taken care of, make sure the staff, knows what's going on, and, try to keep a handle on everything. Obviously, it's gotten a little more challenging through the years.
Hi, I'm here at Waterway Cove, a neighborhood development that's coming along here in Ocean Isle Beach, and I'm with Steve Clark, owner and developer. Steve, thank you so much for letting us come here and tour some of your homes.
Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. These look so fabulous. I just want to get in here and buy my own home.
Good.
But we'll just start out. Let's tell a little bit about Waterway Cove. What is it, kind of the history, and when everything got started?
I guess it really all started with, you've seen outside, a beautiful piece of property that I think is very unique in terms of what you find up and down the coast. There's natural lakes. It's got access to the intercoastal. It's in a wonderful location near the beach. So it really all, for us, started with the property. Okay. And it's a piece of property that really, I think, required a very special development. And it all started with trying to do the original infrastructure, get it in place before we kicked off the marketing. And those activities started in 2009, and we kicked off marketing of the property in the fall of 2010.
Okay, so you're very new and everything's going great. So can you tell us a little bit about what do you do every day? You're an owner and developer. I'm sure you have a lot going on. What all do you have to do?
Well, it's in a development like this, you've got the property itself, which has a lot of requirements in terms of getting the infrastructure in place and keeping it up, and then you've got the selling the construction activity and the selling activity. And my involvement really is not so much doing on a day-to-day basis as it is managing the activity to make sure all those things come together.
Okay. Y'all have some great homes, and they all have a little bit of the same, but they're all very different as well in the style that they are. Can you tell us about the style, the architecture that you decided to go with?
Sure. I mean, it was a tough decision, and we thought a really critical decision to find an architectural style that, again, suited the property and suited the area. So in many ways, it's tending toward the low country southern architecture. The houses are intentionally designed so that the entire community is sort of a front porch based, open community. The architectural elements in each house are sort of picked house by house. So the houses don't look like a development. They are generally similar, as you pointed out. They fit together, but each one is quite unique. Uniqueness from the ceilings on the front porch to the floors to the architectural details inside. So we're very excited about the product.
Yeah, no, that's great. Now, you get a feel for a very front porch, very home, family neighborhood. You're not just a 55 and older community.
No, not at all. It's a wide open community.
So where do the price ranges start? I know you do home sites and then the whole package. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We sell, as you said, both lots and lot home packages. The completed houses are sold in a price range from sort of the mid 200s, typically up to the mid 300s. We have a few larger homes that are a bit more expensive, but the large majority of the houses are in that range, mid 200s to mid 300s.
Hi, I'm here with Karim Mawji here at Mama Brava's Pizza and Subs, and this place looks so amazing, smells so great. We had to come in here and just see what this place was all about, so thank you so much for letting us come here and interview you today.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah. Now, you obviously run a very successful business here. We just wanted to get to know the business, and can you just first start out by just telling us what Mama Brava's is and how it even got started?
Okay. Well, Mama Bravas actually started like back in the early 80s. My family came from East Africa, Uganda. We were from a regime area. And when we came to the U.S., my brothers worked for a town restaurant, and a couple of guys came in. They loved the way they did the work, so they offered them to open up a restaurant together. And that's how they started Mama Bravas up in Fishkill, New York, upstate New York. Okay. And ever since then, it was a big hit, and they had several restaurants, like about 44 restaurants.
Oh, wow.
And now there's only about 5 left.
Okay.
And there's several in Canada, too, in Alberta.
Okay. So. Now, so there were so many. Why did you decide to bring it here to Brunswick County?
Well, after high school, I kind of wanted to go away from the family. I wanted to do something different, so I joined the Navy. So I was in the Navy for a few years. I fell in love with it, but unfortunately I got hurt, so I had a medical discharge.
Oh, okay.
So then I went back to restaurant business. I ended up back with the family, and I brought out one of my brother's partner from Myrtle Beach, and I was over there in the Galleria Mall, which was the Brackliffe Mall at that time.
Okay.
And then from there I moved to Calabash. I was in Calabash about a month shy of 4 years. And I was renting all the time, and then this location in Charlotte came up for lease or buy, and we made an offer on it. And the mayor, Mr. Carson, was the mayor over here in Charlotte at that time, if I'm not mistaken. He helped us get in here, and that's how it came about.
Okay.
So I've been here going on 14 years. As a matter of fact, it'll be 14 years next month.
Wow. Well, happy
March
anniversary
13th.
almost.
Thank you.
Okay, so obviously as a business owner, y'all have so much to do. So can you kind of just take us through your day-to-day tasks? You come in, and what do you do to keep this business running?
Well, every day I have to try to make a batch of dough, make sure I got enough pizza sauce. If not, make the pizza sauce, the marinara sauce, make sure all the pasta is cooked up, ready to be cooked when the customer comes in. Chop up all the vegetables, so by like 80-85% everything is made right from scratch.
Oh, wow.
So we've even got like steaks, seafood, all varieties of food, Italian cuisine.
Okay, so that was my next question. What all do you offer? So you obviously
a lot
of things. Okay, so everyone always comes in. Do you kind of see an entree that gets asked for a lot, or do you have a specific favorite?
Well, I have my favorite besides pizza. I like my Brunswick cheesesteak.
Oh, okay.
I named that after Brunswick County. And but I have a lot of customers that always get like the gourmet pizzas, which is a barbecue chicken pizza with our award-winning wing sauce on it. I have customers that get the Brunswick cheesesteak pizza or Brunswick calzone. I have ribs. Some people love the ribs,
Yeah.
A gentleman even gave me a trophy saying, excellent ribs when he has them.
Yeah.
From all stars, so
Yeah.
it was funny.
Now, you said pizza. Do you have any really crazy types of pizza, or just kind of the regular?
I have just like a regular pizzas, like
Okay.
your white pizza, your barbecue chicken pizza, the gourmet kinds, and I have a Brunswick pizza. But I have some customers come in, they ask me if I can make this certain pizza for them, and if they can tell me how it's made, I'll make it. It's no problem. If I have the
Okay.
ingredients, I'll make it.
Okay, so any custom pizza you'd probably be able to
If I have the
make.
ingredients, I'll make it.
Well, that's great. Hi, I'm with Suzanne King here at CuriosiTees, where it's more than just teas. Thank you so much for letting us come to your shop and interview today.
Well, glad to have you.
Thank you. Now, this just looks so cute. There's some fantastic things here. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and how this got started?
Well, how this got started. I got married 7 years ago, and shortly before that, my mother passed away. And as an only child, I inherited a lot of property. And when I sold her condo in Charlotte, we had to turn the money over. We bought this condo. And then my husband said, you better figure out something to do because we got to pay for it. So here we are today, just out of a little necessity, I guess.
Okay, so you have a ton of different things here. And so what all do you have here? You've got clothes and accessories. So can you kind of explain what you got here and tell us a little bit about what you have to offer?
Absolutely. We do. We have a ton of clothes. We have clothes for the tween. I think one of my oldest customers is actually in her 80s.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
she comes and shops. We have for the younger and the young at heart, Jessica Simpson and Judith March for our women. We have Zen Knits and a few new lines that I have coming in. We have jewelry, rings, necklaces, earrings. I also just got back from market, so I have a ton of jewelry coming in. We have our soul totes, which are great as beach bags. They're little rubber totes that you get out to the beach, you bring it back, you rinse it off, you're done. It's wonderful. We have glasses. We have all kinds of things, gifts, just a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, well, it looks just so fun in here. So people, I know I like to come out to stores and try things on and shop, but some people don't have time for that and they want to just shop online. Do you offer an online shop where people can get your merchandise there?
Well, we have a website. You can't actually purchase online, but you can email me or you can call me. And anytime I'm not open, you can email, you can call, and we can set up an appointment. I can come in anytime that we're closed. I can ship anything to you that you would like. It's not a problem. I'm here to welcome you and do everything I can possibly for the customer.
Well, that's great. So that must help you stand out a lot. I was going to say, what do you think helps you stand out in your personality and your personal service? I'm sure, kind of makes you stand out. What else makes this CuriosiTees shop stand out?
Well, we're different. The name makes people think that we're just T-shirts. We're not. We did start out as only T-shirts. We've gone into, obviously, branched out a great deal. But everything that I purchase is meant to be comfortable, and it's meant to be affordable. Judith March is probably my most expensive line. This dress, which I've converted into a shirt today,
So cute.
is $108, and that's just about that's the most expensive thing you're going to find here.
Okay.
Everything else is probably around $40, $50, the low end in the 20s.